forth, but they gotta feel
like,
good now.
So I instantly brought it up. And she was still ghosting me. This was like, we had, not even ghost. Let me stop saying ghost. She was basically not replying to me. I hate saying ghosting. Ghosting means you're completely off the map for good. She didn't go nowhere for good, but it was something along those lines. So when I had texted her about it, she texted me back and she was just basically, telling me the reasons and shit like that. And again, I won't put her business out there, but in my opinion, it was dumb. The reason
the win for the Bears just around the corner.
You're gonna
They
force
go down
yourself,
to
not even force yourself.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines,
with that person and you're physically not good at communication, you either need to work on that shit or stop forcing yourself into it. That's my honest opinion. That's my honest opinion. If you aren't good at communication, talking things out, working things out, telling people how you feel, you either need to work on that because, first off, that's a life skill. You're not getting through life without doing that. So that's just one. Second, if you can't do none of that and you don't want to work it out or work on that shit, you just can't. Don't fuck around with people. Don't go get into relationships. Don't go bother people. Don't go flirt. Don't go do none of that because there's people out there with good intentions. There's females and guys out here going through that. So, and they're actually good people, and a lot of them people probably don't deserve that shit. A lot of them do, but who knows? So, we had talked about it, and the excuse just wasn't there for me, but I ignored it, and I had said to myself one night, and I was like, you know what, if this is what it's gonna be for her, then I'ma just let the shit be. I'ma just play my role. I was literally coming off the bench as a role player, and I was, I was doing it like that. So after that had happened and she told me the excuse and shit, like, we stopped really getting on the phone and shit like that. And you could tell, bro, you can tell when somebody is not really fucking with you and they don't got the same feelings they had before, bro. That shit's so evident. And when you really got genuine feelings for that person, bro, that shit hurt. It ain't a good feeling. So when that had happened and I told myself I was gonna play my role, I was playing my role. I didn't go talk to a bunch of other females because I was trying to dirty Mac or do her how she was doing me. I just stayed to myself. I think I was going to hoop more. I started trying to work out, and we was texting. It turned from texting and calling every day to texting every couple hours to texting every few days. The calls just disappeared after the first fucking shit. To not even really communicating for, almost weeks. And what ticked me off, the first, and this is the first and only time, I'm not no fucking cuck again, bro. I don't care how much I like you, bro. I value self-respect. The first time she did it, she completely fell off the map. Like, she wasn't posting, she wasn't texting me or nothing, and she wasn't giving me excuses. It was just like she was just doing it. Like, no, she wasn't even saying, she didn't even try to give me no excuses. So one day she just ducked off, and then about 2.5 weeks later, I want to say, she texts me, and I'm fucking livid. Like, soon as I don't even remember what I was doing. That's how mad I was. Soon as she texted me, I tripped the fuck out. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, this shit weird. We ain't talked in weeks. No say so. And then it go beyond just, oh, well, cause I like you, I deserve a text back. No, it's not just that. It go beyond that. It's more so a respecting. Like, nigga, if I care for you, I care for your well-being. I care for, how you are throughout the day. I don't need, okay, and I'm not, bro, even when I like somebody, I'm not going to say I'm not clingy, but I'm not the type person that needs to sit on the phone with you all day, as long as I know what you're doing and how you are, I'm content. I really am. Anything beyond that is just me being, greedy and selfish, which is normal in relationships, but So I never like pestered her or made her feel like she just couldn't have no space in her room. But 3 weeks. Fuck, I'm the side nigga? I wasn't even the main nigga. Fuck we talking about? I wasn't even the main nigga. How the fuck I'm the side nigga? How the fuck I'm on the bench? And I ain't even get a contract. So, what had happened? Oh, I had texted her. I texted her back like, cause I had to cool myself off. I texted her back like, probably like an hour later. Mind you, let me tell y'all what she said. And I'm not trying to bash her. I don't know if anybody saw that video and I accidentally leaked her Instagram or something. Do not go bash her. She's a good person. Nigga, she texted me hi or hey, or it was some shit like that. It was like hi. I was fucking off the wall, nigga. Mind you, it was everything combined. Like, we ain't talked in the longest. No communication. I don't know how you are, what happened to you, and then you come back and the first thing you say is hey. No explanation, just fucking hey. What? I was trying to find the text. I deleted that shit. So when I text her back, I'm like, yo. Like, you know, I had calmed myself down. I was still pissed though. I'm like, yo. She like, what the fuck she say? She like, did she ask how I been? Or did she say what I'm doing? It was one of those two. But I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was just it was taking me there. Like, every time. It was getting me more mad. Every fucking time. Let me see. What was I thinking about? Oh, yeah, it was getting me so fucking mad. Like, I responded because I was trying to be cordial and trying to be a bigger person and shit. And she was like, we texted regular. That's the crazy part. So this is like, it was after 2 weeks of all that shit and I was mad. We were texting regular because I really was fucking with her. I really liked her. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna. I know how you know, relationship situations go for me. I know how I end up with females, and I know how, like, when I feel like I'm not, you know, getting the respect I deserve, I kind of fuck shit up. But I didn't, you know, want to do that. So I was like, this time around, I'm just gonna play my role. Man, this time niggas can call me a cuck. But so I was like, yeah, one day, what did she say? She made a comment on, she posted a picture or sent me a picture and made a comment, which was weird. After all that happened, we started talking again. We was good for like another week. It felt like we was going back to normal. Like, I was getting pictures of her again. We had got on the phone like once or twice throughout that week. We was texting, you know, every day. Not all day, every day though. So I felt like shit was going back to normal. And one day she like sent me a photo and was like, my head looked like a square or a box or some shit like that. And knowing me, and I know how sensitive she was, and I know how sensitive girls can be, but I know girls also have common sense, and I know y'all can differentiate the difference between a fucking joke and reality. So I was like, yeah, it's a little, or she said something, and I was like, yeah, it's a little da 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 da. Continued off her joke, but like, I laughed, like I put a laughing emoji. I was like, yeah, but it's okay. That's what I said too. I was like, yes, it's da 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 da, but it's okay. With a laughing emoji, like who, like basically saying like as a joke, like yeah, it's like that, but who gives a fuck, like. And she was like, oh, or she was like blocked, or she said something. Fuck, man, I hate that I deleted those messages. Just a one time I deleted evidence. Because I didn't think I was ever going to need that shit. But somebody ended up asking about this story time. This, mind you, this is the only time I ever feel like I fumbled. And I'm going to get to why. But so she had said like something like that, like blocked or oh or something. And I'm like, what? Like, what you mean? What's wrong? And she like, you know how I feel about da da da. And I'm like, what? I was just joking. I'm like, I don't even really agree. Like, I was just, and I guess you could say that's what I get for trying to be funny, but any other time I had did that, it was fine. When she did it, it was fine. I was confused. Yeah, when she joked with me, I didn't, when she talked shit about me, I didn't trip, because I knew she was joking. And when I did it before, she never said nothing. But she's like, you know how I am about my da-da-da. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't understand. And I had apologized just because I was trying to be the big person. So I'm like, you know what? That's on me. You know what? That's on me. I apologize. She was like, or okay, or alright, or some shit like that. And I ignored it because I'm like, okay, I'm going to just give her time. Should be over it. 3 days go by. Oh my life, 3 days went by. I was like, damn. Fuck, I fucked up that bad? Mind you, I've said jokes. We've said jokes about each other before. Like, nigga, she's called me shit and we laughed about it, and I've done it before. So why this one? This is why, and this is how you know when a girl just ain't fucking with you. This ain't even the I hate my nigga phase. This just a nigga, you was never gonna be my nigga phase. Cause that joke should not have took her over the level of yeah, nigga, that was enough for me to leave you alone. Just needed a reason. Exactly. She just needed a fucking reason, bro. She just needed a reason. So I'm like, 3 days, she texts me again like, hey, now ain't no calming myself down, ain't no more big, and this is where my ego got the best of me. Cause I knew I didn't deserve that shit. And I'm not even gonna say it got the best of me. It just, I think we could have fixed the situation. Well, I could have at least tried. She probably would just fuck me over again anyways. But so this time though, I'm like, fuck that. I'm fried. You got me fucked up. Like, yeah, you got me fucked up. Like, I'm not finna. Hell no. So when she had text me, hey, I'm like, hey, question mark. Fuck, hey, got me fucked up. But nah, she like, hey, I'm like, hey. She like, how you been? Nah, I'm like, how you been? Like, nigga, how are you? Clearly, something ain't going on right in your life. So how are you? Fuck you talking about? And she like, I'm good. And I'm like, I can't fucking tell, or some shit like that. And she was like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, 3 days. I'm like, and then I ain't even speak on. I had to bring it up. I'm like, I didn't even speak on last time when you ducked off for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, without saying some shit. And she blew it off. That's why I couldn't think of what she said or what happened. She blew it off. She didn't like address it, or she was just like, oh, okay. After I said that shit, she was like, oh, okay. Man, I stared at that message for about 4 minutes. Dead ass, like, kept making my phone wake up, staring at the message. I was dead ass like this for 4 minutes. Cause I'm like, I was fucking befuddled. I'm like, I know damn well. Okay. I'm like, yeah, it's just not I ain't even get a contract. I'm not even a role player. I'm still in the G League. Not signed to their team though. I'm a G League free agent, nigga. You never even heard of that shit. She had said okay, and I'm like, bro, see, that's the shit I be talking about. Like, I was like, you dead ass just like don't. We got into it. I can't remember what I said, but I popped it with her. I ain't gonna lie. She was popping it with me right back too though. I was popping it with her ass though. I'm like, yeah, you got me fucked up, bro. Like, I'm like 3 weeks, and then on top of that, you added 3 days over. I'm like, over a fucking joke, and she like, it's not just no joke. I'm like, bro, like, nigga, any other time I've said something, you never gave a fuck. Like, you never went that hard about it. Like, 3 days. And she basically tried to double down, like, oh, you know how I feel about, and I'm like, I understand that, and that's why I've never made a joke about something personal to you. You never said it. We've never been on FaceTime. I'm in this bit like, hold on. We've never been on FaceTime, and I'm in it bit like, I'm talking to her and shit, and she like, yeah, I have an insecurity about my head, so never make a joke about it. Even if that was weird to me at the time, I probably would have been like, oh, okay. I was like, no, I probably would have been like, I got you. I don't want to do no shit like that. And on my life, I would have never made a joke. So I'm like, I'm tripping in my head because I'm like, bro, I'm dead ass trying to remember when you ever even told me to never, like, you never even mentioned no shit like this. So I'm like, you know what? I get what it was. And just like you said, and I'm like, just need a reason. That's what I start realizing in my head. I'm like, you know what? I was like, I had told her, I was like, if I don't fucking say nothing, we just won't talk. And I'm like, I was like, and that's what it's going to be, because I'm done saying something to you guys. I'm done apologizing over some shit that was never even a big deal. And she said, okay. She just agreed. And I ain't think she was just going to agree. So instead of being like, see, continuing to talk my shit so she could talk her shit and then we fix it in the long run, which is toxic. But instead of that, I was just like, all right. And I left that motherfucker on red. Straight up. And that was fucking nuts, clearly. That was clearly the wrong decision, because we didn't talk ever again after that. And then around this time last year, maybe a little earlier, August of last year, I had text her. I was making amends with people. That was funny. I said some funny guys. I ain't telling you niggas that. I don't fuck with y'all that much. The point is, it was something on my story where I basically said I was gonna make amends to everybody and apologize to niggas, and not to niggas, but apologize to people that I feel like I needed to apologize for, and try to receive that in kind. But I was basically making amends with people. And when I did that inquired texting a lot of people. I didn't text her and just apologize, because I didn't feel like I was only in the wrong. So I didn't just text her like, oh, I'm sorry. I apologized for some of the shit I was saying and the way I went about the situation, because I do think I could have went about it better. I do think she could have too, which she agreed with. I had texted her and she texted me back like, I want to say like a couple hours later, but we hadn't talked for basically a year almost. So it was weird that I got a text back that fast, but I didn't think she'd text back at all. But she texted me back and she was like, it's fine. And yeah, she texted me back basically apologizing and shit too, and that was really it. Like, I didn't try to get nothing sparking off of that. Like, I ain't try to like pursue no relationship. I just did what I wanted to do. I texted her and I had apologized, and felt like I thought we could have both went about it better, but I also think I said some shit that didn't need to be said, and she agreed and also said the same shit, and it was that. And I did like that girl. I still fuck with her. Not like fuck with her like we'd be conversating shit. I just like, she a cool person. Like, she got a different type of humor. And I know how make you laugh out your drawers type humor, but it's like I enjoy her presence. Do I feel like I fumbled? Yes, mostly because, one, I didn't go see her when majority of the opportunities I had, and that's probably why she stopped fucking with me. Two, the way I ended our last conversation, it was very petty of me. I could have said something better. Even if I wasn't in the wrong, I still could have went about it better. But that's the whole story time. I'm not gonna lie. The time I fumbled. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think she got a dude. I was gonna text her, cause we still follow each other, but I don't think she watched none of my shit. I was gonna text her like, yo, like, how you been? Da, da, da. Yeah, that's gonna sound like I'm purposely just trying to get in there, but it ain't like It ain't like I'm not shit.